What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, ladies? What is happening, y'all? What's going on, man? I have not seen y'all in a week and a week. Oh, wait, let me see. It's been 2 weeks because the last show we had was a week and a half ago, or 2 Wednesdays ago. Let me just say that. And we had a special guest on there to talk about healing. But this is a new show, new city, new topic, all kinds of stuff that's gonna be new today. And we're gonna go around the world black today. We're gonna really do around the world black today because you got so much going on in the communities. You got so much going on in our country right now. And I want to make sure that I do the diligence and the justice of always making sure that we talk about it, y'all. So, what's up? How y'all doing? How are y'all? How y'all feeling? How y'all loving? How y'all living? Like, what's happening? Anybody got any good news that they want to tell me about today? Um, Anything happening that I done missed? Like, what's up? I just want to know. Let's talk about it. Um, so we're gonna definitely have a really good show today because well, not a lot. I got a couple of things I want to run through with y'all today so that we can get through the conversation. It's gonna be pretty quick. What's going on, my friend? Hi. What's going on, Kels? I want to get us through it today so that we can kind of like have the conversation, move into, just kind of like, because I got a couple important topics I wanted to throw at y'all today. And the reason why I feel like we need to kind of talk about them is because it's what's going on now, and that's what's around the world black. And we got, and we have so many things going on. Like I said, you got the Olympics going on, and a lot of black people in different countries are all in tune with this Olympics right now, y'all. Like, it's people um it's people doing big things. You got a lot of black runners, gymnasts. You got it's well, for one, it's things that's happening in the Olympics that we didn't even know was happening. Like, I think we learn that every year. They shoot guns in there, they do darts, they doing bow and arrows. It's like a lot of stuff going on the Olympics. What's up, E? That you may not have even known. People think it's just basketball, tennis, um, of course, gymnasts, swimming. People just think it's just the normal stuff, and it's not. So there's a lot to go on. It was something that was really disturbing at the beginning of the Olympics, though. So a lot of times, I probably won't tune in, but when it comes to people that I like watching on there, I definitely tune in. So we're going to jump into the quote today, y'all. Let's see. The quote: never doubt that a small group, this is very true, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that it ever has. And let's focus on that real quick. Um, Change in all of our communities was never just done by electoral stuff or just by voting. A lot of the things that happened in our communities were the people who were fighting to get those things done in those communities. So it was never just like because you got to have somebody that take this stuff to the people who are running. You got to have people that are bringing the information to the other people so that they can be knowledgeable of what the needs are and what needs to be met for the communities. So we definitely want to accept that um, a group of small people and thoughtful people and committed citizens can change what's going on in your situation. We're voting. That's a big, huge thing. It took people to fight for that. Freedom. It took people to fight for that. So there are plenty of things that have happened in this country that has manifested growth in our lives. However, we have a long way to go. And it's sad to say that we still have a long way to go, but we really still have a long way to go. All right. So that's one huge thing that I will say about this quote is that we cannot ever take for granted the people who put us in these situations, who gave us the things that we have today, the balance, just the different things that have given us the opportunity to groom and grow. Thankful, grateful, all of those beautiful things. So if you even got grandparents still alive and people that have fought the good fight still alive, honor them. Let them know how grateful you are for the sacrifices that they had to make, for the things that they had to do, because it was not little. It was not little. They went through a lot during that time frame, y'all, and we barely we barely have scratched the surface of the things that they have done. So we definitely need to be grateful for the people that we have had that are in those small groups of thoughtful, committed citizens that have changed the world. We need to be grateful on a regular basis for that. So, but today I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I'm gonna get to the point because I got so many things. I got at least four good topics I want to run through y'all immediately. The last one, it can happen or it can't. But the top four, I need to talk. We need to talk. We have to talk. What's up, sis? How you doing, pretty lady? We have to talk about these today. So, if you like, again, grateful for the opportunities that we have been given based on our quote today. And the quote again is, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has happened. And we live in a world where there are going to be constant sacrifices that have to be made. We live in a time where there are even though that rights and responsibilities have been fulfilled and given, they're still taken advantage of. People are still being robbed of their lives. They're still being robbed of their manhood, their womanhood, because people take advantage of people. Everybody doesn't have the value of human life. People do not value things that they feel like they can control. So that's another thing. Think about that in your day-to-day walk. People do not value things that they feel that they have control over. All right. So that's that. The quote. I when I was thinking about the quote, I was like, does that fit with the show? And then I thought about, yes, because the topics today are about small groups of people. The topics today are about people who are being challenged in their own day-to-day lives. So let's jump into it, okay? First topic today. Let's see. Targeting the Black populace. Whew, that's a headbanger, head scratcher. Before I jump into it, Kelsey. Oh, he said he would agree 100%. Thank you, Kels. Targeting the Black populace. We know it's election year, right? This is the time of year where Black people votes matter the most. Black people doing anything matter the most. But also, this is the time where the country will utilize something that has happened to a Black person to promote their agenda. We have seen it in almost every election. We have seen it with Sandra Bland. We have seen it with George Floyd. We have seen it with the young Black boy that was murdered with his Skittles, Trayvon Martin. We have seen it. There have been every time that there's an election or something going on with a propaganda for government that Black people are the targeted populace. And be educated about what you're doing when you're doing it. Because if you're not paying attention to the compromises that are being out there, because I knew the young lady that was murdered recently in her home, and that's now being used as a scapegoat to be able to say, this is why we need this person in office, or this is why we need this person in office. Y'all ain't stopped killing us yet. So what stop using us as your political agenda. That's all I'm saying. If you can direct all your anger to who you want to direct it to. Use who you want to use your to get votes to. You can do whatever you want to do, but stop targeting us and thinking that you're gonna make a change, especially if it's still fucking happening. That's one thing I will say. We have not seen a difference in any of those things in any of these elections and any of the people who have been elected. So why utilize someone's life or someone being murdered during your time as your way to get more fucking votes. Why? Why is it okay? And Black people just cling to the shit. Just like, ooh, he making sense. She making sense. He making sense. Neither one of them ain't making no damn sense. They just want to get your vote. You know how precious your vote is? Do you know how valuable your vote is? Do you know how valuable it is based on the fact that your grandparents fought for it, your great aunts, great uncles, everybody, your ancestors fought for it. So they ain't fight for it to just be thrown away and just given to any damn body. Be the change. Put somebody there that you want to see. If they're not giving you what they're supposed to be giving you, why are you gonna let them keep targeting you? Why? Why would that be something that's okay? Why would it be beneficial to you as a human? Why is it beneficial to your children that you just go out and vote for anybody? I'm so sick of people saying it's the lesser of two evils. Fuck the lesser of two evils. What matters is that if I'm going to give you my vote, you better be doing something for me. And it's just that simple. What are they doing? Have they told y'all anything that they're going to do for y'all? And have they stood in the pain and did it? Have they stood in the pain and did it? We're too involved emotionally. And Kels, you're right, because the emotions of the people are involved. And we're the people that they hit and target. They don't go after white people like that. They don't go after Mexicans. They don't go after nobody like that. But they sit in our face, in our yards, beg us to put goddamn signs in our yards to get for their votes and for their purposes, and raising all this campaign money for them. But y'all still out here living paycheck to paycheck. Nothing has changed to make you feel as if this vote counted. Stop just giving anybody your damn vote. Make them work for it. Your ancestors did not go through this shit for you to just sit back and say, here you go. Here you go. It makes no sense. I halfway don't even understand half of the people who are even voting, because I hear them, oh, Kamala this, Trump that. Y'all ain't seen neither one of them do shit for y'all. So how does that benefit you? Your governor ain't doing nothing. Your political officials from your counties ain't doing nothing. Choose wisely. If you're going to just give your vote away, just go in and give it to anybody then. Because that's what you're doing. Just don't go in there and think about it. Just go in there and bubble in the damn old thing. If you just feel like giving shit away, come on, people. We got to do better. We have got to be more educated and and less emotional and more inclined to believe that what I'm doing matters. That small group of thoughtful, committed citizens that can change the world, y'all not one of them. Not if you're going up there just saying, here. You ain't fight for it, but you can have it. I was happy to be able to get my voting rights when I turned 18, because I knew that I was a motherfucking rebel. And I knew that I was going to make sure that everything that I did was going to benefit me. If you ain't doing shit for me, you ain't get my vote. I'd rather not damn vote. That's my opinion, though. I don't care what nobody else thinks. That's why I don't have conversations about politics with people, because people are too emotional. They cry about everything. I don't want to talk to you about my decision because you're going to be mad. And y'all so picketed right now to where these people are making y'all lose y'all family and friends because of disagreements about what nobody on neither side, they doing nothing for you. But y'all willing to argue for them, fight for them, run for them. Y'all fucking insane. Next topic. Paris is refusing to serve Americans at local restaurants during the Olympics. Now, everybody know Europe don't fuck with America. Y'all knew that for y'all went over there. But this is the thing. That's where the Olympics at right now. It's a beneficial thing for the Olympics. Some people, Serena Williams posted, she's a Black woman who looks ghostly white, but she's still Black, whatever. She posted something saying she is slamming a restaurant in Paris because they refuse to serve her family. You came in there with your Black ghostly looking self with your white husband and your mixed baby, and you feel like they turned you away because of that reason. When that's not the case, because parents don't fuck with Americans. They don't like y'all. But y'all keep going over into these people countries that don't even support, like, want you there, don't even care if you come spend your money there. They don't need you. But you fastly going over there because your agenda tells you have to, because your agent says you need to go show up and be on the scene, or it looks good for Serena to come out there looking stupid with her white plaster face and her brown neck. And she look a mess, y'all. Stop playing. But it looks stupid for you to feel that you're supposed to get treated differently because of your name. If they don't mess with Americans, they don't mess with you. It don't have nothing to do with you, your husband, or your kids. It don't have nothing to do with that. They don't mess with America. It's certain countries that don't believe in that. It's just point blank, period. If they don't mess with you, they don't mess with you. We got to be more accepting of that. That's what I'm talking about right there. Turning a blind eye to what's real and acting like you didn't know that until you got over there. They don't fuck with y'all. But y'all go over there and spend y'all money. Y'all go over there and give y'all time, donating y'all services. And they don't mess with y'all. We have got to do better. You can't be educated and dumb at the same time. That ignorant stuff is overlooked. People do not care that you acting ignorant. People do not care of where your lack of information is, because we live in the world of information. So if you don't know anything, it's by choice. It's completely by choice. Okay. We gotta get out of that whole, oh, I ain't know that, baby. You could have known. All you had to do was check it out, look it up, research, do your research. Everything is out there now. Ain't nothing hidden. Nothing. So I don't feel bad that she went in there and experienced that. I don't have any feeling about that at all. But what I will say is that you knew better. And you shouldn't have expected it. Just because you can go into any American restaurant where they serve you, you don't know what they're doing to your food in the back either. But they're going to serve you. Think about it. Okay. So go where you're loved, go where you're accepted, go where you're appreciated. And one of those, and Paris is not the place, Serena. So when you decide that y'all want to go out to eat and out there, maybe y'all should just got food from somewhere else or did Uber Eats so they wouldn't see who you was. I don't know. All I know is that you have got to stop thinking that who you are is going to make people respect you if they already done showed you you're not wanted here. All right. Next topic. What was that one? Paris refusing to serve Americans, co-parenting while Black. Whew. This kind of deep though. Like, I don't know. Co-parenting has always been super important to me. If I got kids with you, I want us to be on the same page when it comes to what our children get out of life, what they experience, what they're taught, how they're taken care of. I want them to be loved by both of us the same way. Now, and that's the tricky part. You have to know who you're having kids with. Co-parenting while Black. Okay. So the responsibilities of raising children outside of finances. Even if you don't got the money to take care of your kids, does that mean you shouldn't have the time? Even if you don't have the time, does that mean you shouldn't have the money? Does that mean that they shouldn't experience you and your family to see where they come from on this side as well as on this side? There's so many differences in families anyway with who you're having kids with. So many differences. You're going to have some people that you might have on the dad side where it's a lot of educated people or uneducated people who are willing to at least have the time, the patience, and the kindness for that child. You may see on the mother's side that you're going to have people who are willing to invest in the child, take care of the child, look after the child, all kinds of things. So as a family, you're coming together to make for the good of the child. It's so many people out here having kids and don't have no thoughts of who the goodness for the child. We seen a post yesterday that got dropped into my little sister group chat, right? So and it was saying The little girl said she ain't finna press a man about being a daddy. And she pregnant. She looked like she was about 17, 18 years old. We'll just do it alone. We ain't finna chase you. We'll just do it alone. What? That's the mentality? You think people just want to raise kids by themselves? When people say stuff like that, it lets me know that they have no idea what they're about to even get themselves into. You couldn't even think about what you're about to get yourself into if you feel that doing it on your own is the best way. You have no idea what you're about to walk into. Not an idea at all. Because the first 2 or 3 weeks of it, you got tiredness and sleepiness and I mean, a lot of people do have backup. They have family and everything to back them up. But the point is that that's your child and that man's child. If you want to just be a single parent, why you didn't just go to a clinic that you didn't even know who the daddy was? We have to co-parent better. Your children need valuable lessons. Your children need to be taught responsibility. It's so many kids that are even being given the option to be on social media so young. You got kids on social media so young, and it's messing with their self-esteem. It's messing with the love that they have for their self. It's messing with their emotions. It's questioning whether or not they feel like their life is even good enough, and they so young. How you gonna question that? And you ain't got nothing. You ain't even contributing. But that's what I'm saying. When you got a healthy co-parent relationship, you have these conversations with each other, and y'all come to a term of agreement. And then guess what? You focus on the child. You knowing exactly what your child need, how they feel, because when they over here with their dad or if they're over here with their mom, kids are different with each parent. But if you're on the same damn page, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about a child manipulating the daddy or a child manipulating the mother. You don't have to worry about that. If you're communicating when it comes to that child, you don't have to worry about that. It's things that have to be talked out. It's things that have to be worked out. One parent making the decision for that child, for all the decisions for that child, is dead wrong. It's dead wrong. And for either a mother or a father, whoever did it, to give up on their child and just say, I'm done with it, dead wrong. Dead wrong. But these are the things that we face in our communities. So many children are without fathers. So many children are without strong mothers. Kids are still, being raised by their grandparents and their other aunts and uncles because of these particular situations. Co-parents are needed. You cannot do it alone. And stop saying, I got my family. Your family ain't fuck you to get that child. No, at no way, shape, form, or fashion did they do that. But you are completely and solely dependent on them and not communicating with the father or the mother. That's where your communication lies. That's where the co-parenting happens. Y'all fucking, when it boils down to it, you messing up the lives of your children. But y'all care so much about them though that you don't care that you messing them up. You talking about their daddy in front of them. You talking about their mama in front of them. You're doing a lot of negativity for somebody who think that they raising their kids correctly. We got to do better. These kids are our future, y'all. They're going to be taking care of y'all soon. At some point, somebody going to have to wipe y'all ass, and it ain't going to be no nurse because you can't afford them. So you better treat your kids right. Raise them right. Give them the tools that they need so that when they step out into that world and it's time for them to come back and step into being your caregiver, they doing it out of love and out of dedication and out of commitment, not because they feel enforced. But I'm telling you, that co-parenting shit is real. You got to think about that on every accord. These daddies that's not in these kids' lives, when you get old, who's taking care of you? These mamas that's piss poor, when you get old, who's taking care of you? I want mine looking after me. I need mine too. I want mine looking after me because they love me. I want mine looking after me because they know that I've been a benefit to their lives. I want mine looking at me, and when they're doing it and they don't feel like they forced to do it. That's what I want. I don't want nobody over there in my house taking care of me who hate me. Work together to make sure they should get that shit together. Now it's gonna be plenty of times. What's going on, sis? It's gonna be plenty of times where you're gonna have it to where people don't want to work together. They don't want to do it. Hey, Breeski. They don't want to make it work. They don't want to talk to each other. They want to say, get the child a phone. I call my child. You sound fucking stupid. I'm not buying no 8-year-old no phone. And I don't care if you buy it. They still gonna have a phone still going on my desk every day. They'll get it when it rings, and they'll talk to their father, their mother. But you're not gonna be in control over how that you bought a phone for an 8-year-old. You think they're gonna walk around with that phone all day? No. Communicate with that damn parent. Learn how to work together. I'm telling you, if you turn your kids against the father, if you turn your kids against the mother, when they grow up and they're grown and they see that you're really the nocturnal traumatized person who fucked their life up, baby, they ain't coming to take care of you. And if they do, they're going to feel forced. I mean, you might sit on shit for a couple of days. You might be sitting there with a diaper on for 3 days because they don't give a damn. I need mines too. I need mines there for me when I get older. I raised them properly for those reasons. I took care of them good because at some point the Benjamin Button effect will come along and I'm going to turn into the old lady in a diaper. And I'm going to need mine to care about me. When they wipe my ass, I don't want no rashes. Y'all sitting around here got rashes, going to have rashes because y'all kids ain't going to give a fuck because y'all don't give a damn about them. A lot of parents are so selfish. They're only responding to doing things for the kids, and then they throw it in the face. Your dad ain't do it. Your dad ain't here. Your mama ain't here. Ain't nobody else here but me. No. Stop talking negatively about these kids' parents in their face like that. Stop it. Stop it now. If you didn't know that you were sounding stupid and hurting your kids, I'm telling you right now, that's what you're doing. The younger they are, the more influenced they are. And you're ruining them by doing that. So stop. It's not cool. It's not right. And it doesn't work in your benefit in the long run. Okay. All right. We're going to go on to the next topic real quick. Because I was co-parenting around Black. Remembering your dreams. Upon waking up. So lately I've been looking at different studies about dreams, and a lot of us, we see visions in our dreams. We experience different visions in our dreams, and we also remember our dreams. We can actually wake up and discuss our dreams. We can tell people what we dreamt, how we dreamt it, how it made us feel. And your dreams are telltale signs of things that are either going on in your life. They're also cultural, because think about what people may say dreams may mean. Like, for instance, water in some cultures might symbolize life, and in another culture, it'll change lives. So water is an ever-flowing thing. So if you're dreaming about water on a regular basis, or you're out there, they can either mean that you're either about to gain a life or lose a life, because water flows. So something is flowing in that dream to let you know that you're moving, is constantly everlasting, constantly moving. And you need a good way to analyze your dreams is to journal them. If you wake up and you can remember your dream fully, write it down, because that may be a sign or something that may be directing you to something that may be about to go on in your life, something that may be that you've already experienced and you have no idea what to do with it. Or it just may be, generally speaking, that you're growing, or you're going into a different life or a different span, or you're just doing things differently now. So focus on, give your dreams the time that they need so that you can see how you need to move forward with them. So I was noticing, because the reason why this even came up as a topic is because when I dream, if it's certain things that I'm questionable about, I'll write that down. And then if I dream again and it comes up again in another dream, then that to me is an important concept of my dream. I'm paying more attention to it now because I've seen it more than once in a dream. So every symbol, whether it's an object, a person, or a situation, represents a concept or an idea unique to you in your dreams. You're not just dreaming bullshit. Something is happening in those dreams for a reason. So it's like your brain's cryptic language, and decoding this can provide profound insights to your psyche, to your mind. Cultural interpretations of dreams further add layers to this and to this understanding. And like I said, cultural dreams perceive dreams differently, attributing distinct meanings to common symbols. So when they say you dream, what in Black people term, when you're dreaming about cats and stuff, they think you're saying you're pregnant. But in another culture, dreaming about cats means that somebody's about to die. Dreaming about fish means that somebody pregnant. In another culture, dreaming about fish may mean that somebody about to cook a lot of good food. So it just depends on where you are in your dream, and what you see is happening in your dream when you're dreaming about those particular images or those particular features. Pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams can be a roadmap to your success. Your dreams can be a roadmap to what's going on in your life. If you're going through trauma, or if anything is going on, your dreams can definitely be handled based on that. You are in control of your dreams. You're in control of what you dream. So if you're constantly thinking about something, it's going to show up in your dreams. If you're constantly worrying about something, it's going to show up in your dreams. So make your dreams beneficial to you. That's all I'm saying. That's my point for that particular segment, that particular topic. Focus. If you have a lot of dreams, give them some real focus, especially if you're having repetitive dreams. Focus on them. Don't ignore it. Don't Please don't ignore it. Journal it if you must. Just make sure you know that your dreams are being emphasized by you and you're focusing on it. Okay, that's important now, y'all. What TV shows should we bring back with a twist? So there have what TV shows will make good remakes? We see right now that they already did the Bel Air from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and they did Young Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory. And now they're talking about doing a young Martin series based on the Grown Up Martin series. So it won't be like a Bel Air series where they're older. It'll be like a younger version of Martin. And that's constantly coming out now. So I want to ask y'all, as the listeners, what shows do you all think they should revamp? What do you all think they should bring back and start and push as a good show that will help our current climate? What do y'all think? Because I think that the Martin show would be good. Even Roseanne did it with the Connors. They brought the Connors back. So it's things that work in favor of continuing shows. What drama shows or what segments do you all think would bring a different feel? So say Different Strokes. Different Strokes was pretty good. I was watching on Adult Swim about 6:00 in the morning, sis, and they did a Different Strokes thing. So they had your boy Gary. They brought Adult Swim is stupid. They made it seem like the old white man was over there molesting Gary. He came and got him and sat him on his lap. I said, you know what, Adult Swim need to be turned off. They need to take this off TV, even though I was laughing. But the whole Different Strokes will be a good one, though. I think that could definitely bring some tolerance and some teaching moments. Family Matters should come back. Family Matters was a good show, sis. They would have to get a new Eddie. They would probably have to do, if they do a Family Matters like an adult version, that would be really dope. And they could show Stefan and Laura together as adults and everything. But we'll definitely have to get a new Eddie, because Eddie said the other day, they did an interview. They had an interview with Eddie on the Tia Kemp and the Auntie show. All right. And he made it seem like he was like, no, I don't smoke weed anymore, but I love cocaine. Eddie, know, people used to hide that they was on cocaine, Eddie. Nobody don't sit up on interviews and just say, I love cocaine. People used to be embarrassed. It was a secret. Good times. Oh, good times. Ma, I seen a recent thing of the Good Times Daddy, and they was putting out that, you know, somebody said my whole childhood was a fake, because Good Times, of course, he married to a black woman on air, but he got a white wife off the line, and his mixed babies. Love is love, I guess that's what they say. But it was just funny that you said Good Times Now. I'm just everything, all the shows right now that y'all just named. I literally recently saw either jokes about it, interviews about it, or some memes about it that is saying, "Dang, this really going on," or "Dang, this really happened." Because the daddy from Good Times, on the second season of Good Times, wasn't he dead or something? What happened to James on the second season of Good Times, Mom? What happened? Because I can't remember. I just remember when it came back, she was a single mother. Did he leave her? Did he die? What happened? I forget. But another a show that I was thinking about that would be good to come back is Different World. We could see the extraordinary black people going to this fake black college that was doing extraordinary things. And Bill Cosby did really good with those two shows that he did. I mean, watching the Cosby Show growing up gave me so much definition and so much angst to want to be a successful black person in this country. And we saw a black man with his black wife and his black children. Ooh, that was like the epitome. And then they were structured. They got their kids together on a regular basis. Like if you stepped out of line, they made sure you step your ass right back in line. What's happening, sir? They did. They made sure of that. And that's what we growing up, the shows that we had that we watched growing up, they actually were beneficial shows. They actually taught us things. They showed us what we should or should not be doing, how we should go about things when we dream, whatever our dreams are, we saw it on screen. We did not exactly, sis, without cussing. You ain't like I had to quit watching the Miss Pat show recently, and I like Miss Pat. She funny, but I don't want to hear every other word be a cuss word. I just don't. I want to hear something wholesome. You know what I'm saying? And then back then they weren't trying to force homosexuality on everybody. They wasn't trying to force negativity on everybody. They literally were teaching and showing us that there was a way for us to get out of whatever situation we was in. And that's what I loved about my childhood and watching the show. That's why I'm asking, what do you all think we should revamp? And in the same concept, though, if we revamping it, we need to be getting the same concept. We need to be showing the same things that we saw, so our kids can see, or the youth can see that it's not all negative. Life ain't all negative. Social media has made these children depressed about everything. Rock, yes, Don Rock. Oh, I almost forgot about Rock. Yes, Rock was so good. Rock was good. It really was. The brother who was on the show, he on NCIS now. But The Rock was so good. So many great teaching moments. So you are dead right about that. It was so many different things that happened on The Rock show that gave us so much insight with the gun, when the people came and put a gun on him, when knowing that his brother was a recovering addict, then he was doing good in his life. The daddy was always in their lives and giving them real good manly advice and showing them what it is to be a man. You know what I'm saying? The wife was real dope. You know, it was good stuff. We had good shows. Another one that I was recently thinking about, even though even because the way that they redid Fresh Prince, I don't really like it. That's why I ain't get into Bel Air, because they made it negative. Everybody got negative shit going on. Like, why they couldn't grow up and be more positive or more affluent. They had to make them fit into the times of today. So that's the scary part about them revamping certain shows, that they're going to change the dialogue to fit today's scenarios versus showing them the scenarios that they should see to change what they see on a regular basis. However, the times have changed. The times have really changed. So, quick revamp of the show today, because I told y'all I had 4 major topics I wanted to talk to y'all about today. And I have ran through them all, because the first one, baby, I was on fire. Targeting the Black populace, and this is with your votes. If you're going to, if I don't care how anybody feels, because this is my opinion, I don't care. If you're going to keep being a political pawn and people coming to you telling you who to vote for during seasons as such, when they instead of killing Black people, and they still going out there and using these Black people as faces to get y'all votes, to get y'all shit together and grow up, okay? Because our people fought for the right to vote. So if you're going to just be out there voting, just giving anybody your vote, you letting your ancestors down. You letting your people down. You letting your future down. You ain't making nobody out here they lying to you with promises, and they ain't sticking to them, but they getting your vote. I keep mine coveted before I just give it to anybody. Paris refusing to serve Americans, as we discussed. Serena Williams went inside of a restaurant with her family, and they decided not to serve them. And it's not because she's Black with white people. It's because Paris don't like Americans. But y'all want to take y'all money over there and spend it anyway. Order in. Co-parenting while Black. Work together. Work together. You got to work together for the benefit of your children, or you're going to grow up, or they're going to grow up, and they're going to see that you were the problem, or the daddy was the problem, and that y'all ain't trying to fix it. And then when it's time for you to get your ass wiped, when you old, you ain't going to have nobody there. Daddies or mamas, because a lot of people deadbeats on both sides. On both sides. Okay? Co-parenting while Black. And remembering your dreams. Journal them down. If you are having consecutive dreams of the same things, journal them. It means something. It's a sign. It's a signal. It's plenty of things happening in this world right now that because you're in control of your dreams, you're telling yourself what to dream. You're up here. Your psyche, while you're sleeping, is telling yourself what to dream. I know I dream every night, but I wake up half the time and don't remember half of what I dreamt, because I'm not contemplating anything that's happening in my dreams. I'm not having bad dreams. I'm not having thoughtful dreams. When I'm having dreams that I actually can benefit from, I will write down what that dream was about. Because if I dream about it again, I want to make sure that I'm on my, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that. And of course, the last one, our shows. All right. I told y'all it was going to be a quick show today, but I had some key points and some major things that I wanted to run across y'all to remind y'all we are a culture that is always targeted. They're going to continue to kill us, officers coming into our homes, taking our lives, shooting in our cars, taking our kids, human trafficking. It's so much going on out here in this world, and we need to be more vigilant for who we put in these seats and these offices to represent us. If they don't look like you and have some of the same things that you went through, they probably don't have your goals in mind or your interests in mind. They're on a political tyrant run. Stop being a freaking scapegoat to everything that's happening in this country. Every single time that there is an election, they done killed a Black person. They tugging at y'all emotions. Strong. Everything. Every single time. You can go back for the last 6 elections and you can see that there's a trending way for them to get to Black people. The police killed one of us, and now you got, go vote blue, vote red. Ain't nobody in the blue or red demographic did shit for you. They ain't got no plan. They ain't gonna change nothing. Y'all are starting to look like fools. That's what you're starting to look like. Big old funky back fools for running to these polls saying, I'm going to vote for this person because they got my best interests at heart. And they ain't did none, showed you none. They ain't doing nothing but constantly taking the lives of Black folk. And they supporting it because they don't got to come in these communities and live. So that's why I'm saying, if you're going to vote locally, make sure you put somebody in them seats who got your understanding. If you vote in the state, make sure you put somebody in them seats that got your understanding. And when you voting in that federal election, make sure you putting somebody in there that got your understanding at heart. And if they don't, keep your damn vote. I love y'all. I missed y'all last week, and I'm glad to be back. Thank y'all for tuning in today. I'm going to see y'all next Wednesday. Take care of yourselves, okay? Think about everything you need to do. Remember your goals. Keep them aligned, and don't let nobody talk you out of switching lanes, because what's for you is for you. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.